Who did young Kylie think was the coolest? Like actor, celebrity, like musician? Like who did you like obsess over? Who was like on your wall?
I mean, the people that I thought were really cool, and I'm not just saying this to be cheesy, was like my family.
Yeah.
Like I always thought my family was just so cool. Even when I was younger and we would go places and like just like, you know, everyone like loved them, especially when I was like 8, 9. And I just like, I thought they were so cool.
Yeah, that's so dope.
I still think they're so cool.
That's so dope. That's so dope. How do you think your relationship with fame has changed throughout the years as you've grown up? Well, you talked about how like you have thick skin. Was that always the case, or did you have to develop that over time? You know, kind of going through things and learning.
I think I always had thick skin, but I mean, it's definitely evolved as I've gotten older.
Yeah.
I actually think as I've gotten older, maybe it's felt more personal or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there was a shift when, and maybe it's just the way social media is now and all the platforms and all the information and all the, it's like so many more people have access to you to judge you and say all these things about you. And when I was like 16, 17, like Instagram was getting popular.
Right.
I wasn't really looking at comments about myself. I think that's where it can go.
Yeah.
Get crazy.
Yeah.
I wasn't really looking at comments, and I really I didn't care. I definitely had this like fuck you attitude.
Yeah. And that's kind of like how it has to be a little rock and roll.
Yeah, it has to be a little rock and roll.
You can't
Skulls,
give a fuck.
Yeah. The Dead Roses.
Yeah, the rock star was there from the very early age.
Yeah. So that, and then as I got older, I think it started to like affect me more or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's talk about Kylie Cosmetics. Like, let's take it back. Like, how did this happen? You know, where did this idea come from?
It came from like 15-year-old me. I was obsessed with makeup. I started creating like this fan base, like this very personal relationship with these young, people. And I would go, to the MAC store and I would go to the mall and I would like buy all these lip liners that I wanted to like, overline my lips. And then I realized like, my followers started becoming obsessed with like what color lipstick I was wearing. And I think that's when it was like, because there really wasn't something I found out there that was like my perfect thing. And a lip liner that matched the lipstick and the lip kit. And I just like, I really wanted to do this. And I was always really passionate about makeup. Like I would be like 12 years old on YouTube when YouTube first came out, like watching tutorials and wearing like a purple eyeshadow in 6th grade. And like, so it just really was super authentic. And I brought my mom the idea, Kris Jenner. She one day like drove all around California. Like we just didn't know kind of what we were, like we didn't know where to start.
Right.
So it was, hard to just kind of figure out how we were going to do this. But we found a factory in Oxnard. And, I just like put up all my own money that I made from the show. And I owned 100% of my company and I just like went for it. No fear. And my mom was like, this is either going to be really great or you're going to have lots of lip kits in the garage, And, it was, I just had so much faith in it. Like I really believed in it.
But that's dope that you like, a lot of people don't take the big swings in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People like play it safe.
Yeah.
And you seem like somebody that takes the big swings.
Yeah.
Which is dope.
Yeah.
I'm definitely the same way. Like, tell me a little bit like your approach with marketing and social media. Like, how does that all work together? Like, what's your grand scheme?
Well, it's totally different today than it was then, because I remember my mom even saying to me, like, we were probably a week away from the first launch. And I was like, she was like, so, what are we going to do? What's the marketing plan? Like, do we need to hire someone? Like, are we going to do a billboard or this or that? And I was just like, no, I'm just going to post on Instagram. Like, that wasn't even a thing.
Right.
Posting to promote your brand on Instagram. And I'm like, no, this is where my fans are. And like, this is what I'm going to do. She's like, okay, like, good luck, basically. She did not believe in me. She was like a great support system. She just didn't understand. Like,
But also was a new thing.
it was a super new thing.
Yeah.
So I just like, no budget. I just like posted a picture of the lip kits on Instagram and was just like launching at this time. And, you know, it just, people didn't do that at the time. But now, I mean, marketing is so different. Now it's like you have to get really creative because it's super like oversaturated, but in the best way. Like I love it too.
Yeah. But you know, like you've built a fan base of loyal customers that love your products.
Yeah.
You know?
And 10 years later, I mean, I'm just like so grateful because I really love it. So I go to work every day in the office and I'm just like, I can't believe I get to play with makeup all day. Like,
so you be going to the office.
Oh, I'm super involved. Like really crazy about everything.
Nice.
I do the Instagram. I like myself. Like I do all the posts. I do all the marketing, all the shoots, picking the models, all the makeup, all the formulas, knowing all the factories. Like
that's so dope.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
It's hard for me to like hand it off.
Yeah.
Because it's my baby.
Yeah, and that's true. Like when you, like I find that I'm learning that too now with things that I'm working on. Like I feel like, you know, it might seem like a heavy lift to other people, but like when you have a vision and you know how things are supposed to be, it's kind of like you have to quarterback the shit. You know what I mean? To make sure it's executed in the right way.
Totally.
You know? How important do you think authenticity is for people to connect with your brand?
I think it's like the most important thing.
Yeah.
I think people can tell when it's not authentic. And I think that's like the reason why it was so successful. Because people knew my love for makeup and lipstick and yeah.
Yeah. It felt legit.
Felt legit.
Is there any advice you've gotten in your career that you think was just like the best shit ever to hear?
In my career?
Yeah. Because you had to get some advice for like you're like a super businesswoman, entrepreneur.
Thank
you know what I mean? Somebody had to give you some guidance to like, you know, get you into that space.
I mean, a few things that just off the top of my head, kindness, I think gets you really far.
This is true.
And watching my sisters, especially when I was younger, be so kind to everyone that they worked with was really inspiring to me because then it you know, you build these relationships and you know, like you would do a great photo shoot and that photographer then tells everyone, oh my God, she was so amazing to work with. And it opens up this more opportunities. And I really feel like that's a huge reason why my family and my older sisters became so successful is because they were just so kind to everyone and great to work with.
Yeah.
So that was really inspiring and something I carried with me. And then probably just like the energy that I'm having now, just trying not to let anyone's like opinions about me affect my dreams. Like I don't want to look back on life and be like, oh my God, I had the world in my hands and I didn't like take the opportunity to do all these things that I've dreamt about, you know, and I like lost my chance basically.
Yeah.
So that's become a fear of mine. And I'm really like, there's something that happens when your frontal lobe develops and you turn like in your late 20s or something and you're like, I don't know.